Good morning, everyone. Let's get ready to meditate. Join with me for a 15-minute meditation and allow the words that I speak to be the words of your own heart. As I relax and breathe into this moment, the full awareness of the oneness with Spirit is right here with me. I know there is only one source, nearer than my hands and feet. It is every aspect of me, and yet it is so much more. It is the source of everything. It is ever unfolding. It is all goodness, grace, and love. It is pure potentiality. It is all wisdom. And it is from this place that I am so thankful. I give constant thanks, for I know the best is yet to come. And yet I am living my best life ever right now. Day after day, I feel Spirit at one with me, and all my good and perfect gifts are available to me in this moment. I am surrounded by all the best in life. So I open my eyes and I choose to see my wonderful life. And I realize how amazingly blessed I am. I choose to see the positive aspects of my life today. I choose to focus on that which I want to see grow. I cease concentrating on the negative things in my life, and I concentrate on the wonderful things. For I know they are coming into reality. As I concentrate on the wonders and beauty and the grateful things in my life, even more is drawn to me. That is my point of power. I see the miracles of life, and I realize that I am part of all that is, and that I live and move and have my being within this amazing field of pure potentiality that I call God. I make a habit today of approaching life with the right mind, with the right thoughts. I am joyous. I am expectant. I have absolute faith that only the very best is for me. Over and over again, I hear the still small voice that says, I want only the best for you. So today I choose to allow only the best. I choose to be number one. I deserve it. I am worthy. Today I choose to think in a wholehearted way rather than a half-hearted way. I choose a new way of being and thinking. I know that Spirit wants all the best that I could ever possibly hold and have. So today I allow it. Today I have learned to put first things first in my life. All the very best is mine now. I know that as I do this, I give others the permission to do it as well. I I choose to leave worrying for others. I know the how is up to Spirit. I know that God can. So I choose to accept and allow and have faith. I know where my faith and belief is. It is in my oneness with Spirit. It is in the knowledge that Spirit is all there is. I know my security lies in the supportive, loving embrace of the universe. Today I choose to get my values straight. Today I use meditation to see clearly how I am supported by the universe. Today I find the perfect balance in life. I raise my consciousness to greater heights. I live a wonderful life every day, connected to Spirit, in the flow. I know the kingdom of heaven is within me. It is waiting for me to recognize it. I know this to be true. I believe it. I see it in my everyday life. I know the kingdom of heaven is a state of mind. I know it is within me. I choose to open myself up to see even more of how I am connected, how my life can be heaven today. I know I can bring about anything I really desire. My every desire is of the very highest and best for me. And I know that what is good for me also benefits everyone else. I choose the desires that are the highest and best for everyone concerned. Every day I learn to control and discipline my thinking. I know that I have achieved a lot already, and I am a student of life. I continue to get better and better in my thinking. I choose to move forward with a clear intention to persevere and to be patient. I celebrate my successes. I know that every day, a little bit more, I am able to control and discipline my every thought, word, and deed. And I bring about the most wonderful results in my life. I am working with the law of the universe. I am in the flow. I am a walking miracle, or as I like to say, a walking natural. Today I have a deep desire to make it work. I have the faith and belief that it can work. And I have a definite vision in my consciousness. I see it working out step by step. And then I release it to Spirit to bring it to me in my highest and best. I start right now to do everything that has to be done. And I have the right attitude. And I see what happens. I see everything working out in true perfection. And I always give thanks. I know that gratitude keeps the door wide open. I know that gratitude enables more and more to work out in my life. My life is filled with joy. I know the universe always says yes to me. I count my blessings every day. I know how amazingly blessed I am, and I give thanks. I know that gratitude works like magic in my life. I have seen the transformation in my life and continue to see it every day. I know that life is indeed what I make it. And because of this, my whole attitude is always looking for the best in every situation. I am a real optimist. I am a realist. I have proved it for myself, and I expect the very best in everything I undertake. I know that I can do it perfectly, for what is mine to do is always in front of me for me to choose it. So today I look at my life and see where I need to change. Now I am willing to change. I'm willing to change my thinking, my behavior, my attitudes, to allow for my best life to unfold. I learn to change, and I change quickly. I choose to move forward with clear intention. And I know that every change is indeed for the very best. So I relax and I let go, and I let Spirit take over. For I know that I am in the flow of the universe. I know that it is already done, and so it is.
I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God.
We're all in this life together, living a mystery. Our days are touched by joy, touched by pain, asking why, longing for meaning, searching for hope, searching for who I've come here to be. We all need a prayer. Our hearts are yearning for the truth. When we feel alone, when we can't find our way, the answers are right here. We stand before an open door. We all need a prayer to remind us who we are. Somehow we keep forgetting, lost in the shadows, holding broken hearts, broken dreams. Love is there, grace in the presence, standing in truth, standing in power, one with the one. We all need a prayer. Our hearts are yearning for the truth. When we feel alone, when we can't find our way, the answers are right here. We stand before an open door. We all need a prayer to remind us who we are. Open now and feel your heart. The power is in you. The answers are all here. You stand before an open door. We all need a prayer to remind us who we are. Who we are.
a little kinder. Let me talk, stay a little. Oh, oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy
You could go ahead and tiptoe through your life, digging in the dirt. You could stress on the strife, but I'm gonna fly past the worry and the pain today. I'm flying on faith, flying on faith. I'm flying on faith, faith. You could cry all night about the things that you hate, so dissatisfied in so many ways, but I'm gonna find a way to celebrate today. I'm flying on faith, flying on faith. I'm flying on faith, flying on faith. Picked up my baggage and I threw it out the door. Not looking back, because the past is such a bore. I'm gonna stand with the moon, with the stars up in my face today. Today, I'm flying on faith. I'm flying on faith. You could hurry full of worry, let the fear take you out. Imagining the worst overcome with doubt. There's no way to know, knowing is the only way today. Today, I'm flying on faith, flying on faith. I'm flying on faith, faith. Picked up my baggage and I threw it out the door. Not looking back, because the past is such a bore. I'm gonna stand with the moon, with the stars up in my face today. Today,
I don't have to do anything else.
I'm flying on faith, flying on faith. I'm flying on faith, flying on faith. You could go ahead and tiptoe through your life, digging in the dirt. You could stress on the strife, but I'm gonna fly past the worry and the pain today. I'm flying on faith.
Welcome to Unity Spiritual Center of Hamilton. Welcome to everybody here in the sanctuary. And for those of you who are online, those of you who are here every Sunday, we are very appreciative of your presence. My name is Marcia Daly, and if there's anyone here for the first time, please let me know. I have, as usual, a special gift. So, as we receive, we give away 10%, goes out to bless Unity Canada and Kemp Care Network. Now, our word for the month of February is strength. It's the second of 12 powers created by Charles Fillmore. And this month, the color is pale green, and the power is strength. So let's say together this affirmation. I relax into the power of my strength. I have the strength to accomplish all that is mine to do. I am strength. And so we begin with our song of the month, I'm New Today, written by Erin McGoffin. I think I said that right? McGoggin. And sung for us by Emilio Zaris.
I am new today. I am new this moment, and I thank you, God, for everything behind me. I am new today. I am new today. I am new this moment, and I thank you, God, for everything behind me. I am new today. I am new this moment, and I thank you, God, for everything behind me. I am new today. So I thank God for everything behind me, and I thank God for everything before me. Let's do it. I am new today. I am new this moment, and I thank you, God, for everything before me. I am new today. I am new this moment, and I thank you, God, for everything before me. I am new today. I am new. So I thank you, God, for everything behind me and before me. And now I thank God for everything within me. Here we go. I am new today. I am new this moment, and I thank you, God, for everything within me. I am new today. I am new this moment, and I thank you, God, for everything within me. I am new today. I am new.
That's such a cute little song. So welcome, everyone. So great to see you. I'm Reverend Anna Hokangas. And for those of you online, it's wonderful that you're with us again. And let's pray, okay? So as I breathe and relax and I remember that there is only one thing going on here, and it is Spirit, it is God, it is all that is. And it is being me in every way that I am me. And my unique expression is Spirit in action. And so I bless who I am, and I bless all my experiences, knowing that I am exactly where I need to be, exactly who I was meant to be. And so I shine. I choose to be the best me that I can be. And I love myself the way I am. So with a grateful heart, I let go and I let it be so. Please join with me in affirming. And so it is. And get ready, my soul.
Daniel, name it. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Everything I've ever done, everything I've ever been, everything I've lost or won, everything I've ever dreamed has brought me to the present moment here, to a new beginning here. And I'm seeing life so clearly now. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Get ready, my soul.
Today's absolute word, written by Paul Hasselbeck, is change. And the affirmation, I use change, bless, and uplift. Once I thought of life as a project to plan. I set goals, created a timeline, and expected results. This works to a certain extent. Over time, I learned life is as unpredictable as the weather. Can we identify? Change is the hallmark of the relative realm. My initial reaction to change may be fear. When this happens, I apply divine order, wisdom, and understanding so I can confidently adjust to change. I use my divine faith and imagination to confidently mold all change to bless and uplift others and myself. Once I know my new plan and goals, I pick up my spiritual tools of denials and affirmations. Throughout the day, I authoritatively state my denial. I give no power to change and fear. I follow my denial with a powerful affirmation. I am wise, capable, and confident. I embrace change to bless and uplift. I use another affirmation to claim my new goal.
I give myself permission. I give myself permission to be all I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate and free. I give myself permission to be all I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate and free. I give myself permission to be all I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate and free. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fears, our presence automatically liberates others. I give myself permission to be all I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate and free. I give myself permission to be all I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate and free. I give myself permission to be all I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate and free. I give myself permission to be all I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate and free.
What a great song for the prosperity moment to follow. Awesome. So we have another prosperity moment. So the second Saturday of every month, the prosperity team meets, and the second Sunday of every month, we share a story with what someone from the community has experienced prosperity about. So in talking with the prosperity team yesterday, we had some really rich conversations. We talked about the soul of money and some of the lessons from that. And so some of the takeaways from that were we're enjoying listening to the audiobook of Unleashing the Soul of Money. We have one more week of that to do, and we're going to be doing that again, I think, in April. We're going to do a full-day workshop with that. So being more aware of the meanings of sufficiency and abundance are really some great takeaways that we have from there. Knowing that we live in a world that has enough for everyone, everywhere, is one of the main takeaways as well. There's enough for everybody. Back up.
Back up one more? Okay. So one of the takeaways also is, what is the definition of gratitude? And gratitude has two branches. One is gratefulness, which is, you see the glass of water that we've been using, where our bowl of life is filled to overflowing, so it's bowing. So it's just filled up. And then the second half is thankfulness. And thankfulness is when that overflows, and we're really happy to have a place to share that. We're really happy to have a place for that to go. And as we do that, it naturally grows, it naturally increases. Some of the activities we've been doing, unexpected income, we've been keeping track of our unexpected income, and you've all noticed that we've got the prosperity forms here. And so there's some confusion about what to do with that. We want your story. We're all grateful for many things. We want your story of prosperity. What happened to you that is a prosperity story that we can share? Did somebody buy you a coffee in Tim Hortons? Did someone show up in your life to help when you needed it most? So we're looking for those sorts of things. So now the drum roll. So what we did is a prosperity team. So we've been gathering these prosperity moments, and yesterday we got together with the prosperity team, and we selected one of the stories that we thought was most inspiring. And this is a great price on airfare. And here's the story. I sat down to book my flight for an upcoming trip. All of the fares were much higher than I anticipated. After a moment of panic that further searching was finding only more expensive fares, I walked away from the computer to pull up my attitude. After a half hour of cleaning up my vibe with affirmation and prayer, I went back to the computer, and all the prices dropped by $400. We have prosperity moments, and I look forward to receiving more of them as we go forward.
Wonderful. So today and all month, we're talking about uncomfortability, which in its really raw state is fear on some level. Because if we were in the feeling of love, we wouldn't be uncomfortable. So the concepts and the tools that we expressed today are really intended for you to not just use this week, not just use this afternoon, but for your whole life. And to recognize that uncomfortable is sometimes a normal state of being a human being. So we all have fears, and so how can we conquer them effectively? And that's what I'd like to look at, is first recognizing you have them, and then that you can conquer them. So we can get by without facing anything. And I'm sure that you know of some people who are really quite skittish in their life. They really don't do anything outside of what is known and comfortable and predictable, and you can get by like that. But is that the kind of life that you really want? Good question, and only you can answer that. The power is within you, though, this great power, this power of the universe, the power of all that is, and it is the power of love, and it's the power that allows you to succeed, the power to help the world in your special way. And again, I'd like to affirm that it's hard to help the world if you need help first. So you've got to start with yourself. You've got to start within with what is it that I need to do to get on even footing so that I then can, like in the airplane, after I've given myself oxygen, I have power to help someone else. So I'd like to look at where comfort ends, transformation begins. And again, you may not have set out in this life, in this week, in this morning to transform. You may have been pretty happy with things that are. Even the negative things, you may have just said, well, I'm just going to live with this. But I'd invite you to consider that transformation's a whole lot better. And transformation is never in the negative. You never go backwards. You always go forward in some way. It may not seem like it at the time, but you do. So I'd like to look at three things: opening the door to this idea of being uncomfortable, the three levels that you might look at and what you have going on in your life right now, and then how to make it go away. So opening the door. So what is uncomfortability for you right now? What might it be? Nobody's willing to share because it's a big one probably. And that's okay. Think about that though. What have you been bumping up against that is making you feel uncomfortable? Or have you been just, oh, we have an idea.
I'm comfortable with this, my body size.
You're comfortable with your body size. Uncomfortable. Okay, so that's something stirring in you saying something might need to change, or you can just live that way. Yeah, and we have a choice. So Feel the Fear and Do It Anyways is a wonderful book. It's been written quite a long time ago by Susan Jeffers. And some of the words today are inspired by what she has recommended. So if we want to grow in our external and in our internal world, we have to face the fear, whatever that fear might be. And sometimes it can be scary to even ask what it is, but let's explore that a little bit more. So perhaps you could add a few more to this list, and I say join the crowd. Might be afraid of public speaking, you might be afraid of driving on the busier highways, you might be afraid of meeting somebody new, you might be afraid of, and fill in the blanks. What are your fears? You might be afraid that you'll run out of money before you run out of breath. You know, what are your fears? And identifying it as the first step to moving forward. So I'll give you some tools to improve your ability to handle any situation. So are you ready to have more power, more excitement, more energy? There's a couple of saying, okay, sure. I won't make you come up here and say it out loud, so you're safe. And I'd like to begin with, there's nothing wrong with you. You don't have to be fixed. You are perfect just the way you are. And you can stay that way till your last breath, and you're perfect if you decide to stretch out of your comfort zone. Either one is good. And if anybody tells you any differently, say thanks for sharing, but I'm perfect just the way I am. And if I choose to change, I will change. And if I choose not to, I choose not to. So fear can be dealt with through re-education or reframing. And I'll give you an example. Last week, I was in my sewing room, and my husband had put new wheels on my chair that rolls around between my sewing tables, because I only have about 4 feet between them, but I kind of slide from one side to the other, and I go from one machine to another, and that means that I don't have to drag a chair on the floor. And he had put higher wheels on it because they don't catch the threads, because when threads fall on the floor, these little wheels that have the little cover on them get all bogged down. But when it ends up happening, what ended up happening was that this chair was not in its center of gravity because it was higher, and when I went to lean, I fell off the chair and the chair fell on me, and I landed on my arm, and for a moment I thought I had broken my hand. And it's not black because I put arnica on it, but it would be black if I hadn't, like the whole thing. And the interesting thing is that I could have said, and gone down the rabbit hole, whatever that is. I'm never going to use that chair again, and, I'm never going to go sewing again, or I'm never going to this or that, or beat myself up about the fact that, whatever. I could have done all of that. But what I did was, when I recovered and was able to get myself off the floor, which was a challenge because I couldn't put weight on this hand, and anything in there to try and grab it, there was nothing solid, so I had to bum my way over to the heavy couch in the other room to have something to be able to reef myself up. And when I got up and got upstairs, I said to Randy, my husband, that I didn't break anything. I was able to get myself up. Everything is okay. I have arnica, so I won't bruise, and the swelling will go down. Or I could have gone and whoa the tail and oh my God, and this could have happened, and catastrophize the whole thing. But I didn't. And that's the re-education, the reframing. So if it happened in the past, if it's happened right now, if you're afraid of something that might happen, how can you reframe it so it feels better in your body? So when you were younger, was your life run by fear? Oh, I know mine was. My mother expected certain things to be a certain way, and so I learned how to toe the line. And it was always a shock to me when I somehow missed the mark and I got heck anyway, because I tried so hard all the time. But I recognized that my life was run by fear. And was yours? And if it was, why and how is it affecting you today? Is it still true for you today? And that's the reframing, the re-education, to ask yourself, okay, I've been carrying this fear for a long time. What is it really, and is it really true now, and what can I do about it? And you have hung on to many things that were not working for you. And you probably still are hanging onto some things that are keeping you from really truly being who you can be. So what might they be? And I don't need to have you share that with me, but I know for me, the falling off the chair and that whole scenario was just to give me an opportunity to talk about something today. No, not really. But see, that was another positive slant. I thought, oh, hey, I have a great story to tell. So how can you reframe it? The other is that, yes, like Lydia was saying about not being comfortable in her body, I had a real awakening. I haven't been on the floor in I don't know how many years. And so this idea of getting from the floor up was a new experience. My knees didn't know what the heck was going on. Like, what are you doing on your knees? You haven't been there forever. So again, it was my soul speaking to me saying, okay, so you have a choice. What are you going to do about that? And I can be afraid forever, walking around thinking I might fall, or I can start getting stronger so that if that does happen, then it's not an issue. So again, how can you reframe your fear and re-educate your mind? So let's look at the voice inside your head. Maybe it says you better not change your situation, fill in the blanks. There's nothing else out there for you. You'll never make it on your own. And maybe you have some of your own. Don't take a chance. You might make a mistake. You'll be sorry. I don't know if you have a friendly little natterer in your head that says some of those things. Maybe they're not those things, but maybe there's something else. But they're usually not encouraging. They're discouraging. And there is a very powerful part of you that exists that says, yes, you can. And you can tell the one that's saying, no, you can't, excuse me for a moment, but the other dude on the other shoulder is saying, yes, I can. So guess what? So drown out the old familiar voice of doom and gloom and hear the inner voice that speaks to you of strength and love and joy and all good things. And sometimes it's not the loudest voice because you haven't been allowing it to be loud. Maybe it's the quieter one that's easier to discount, but it's there, it's always there. So you don't have to let fear get the best of you. It's a choice. So how do you get rid of negativism? Awareness is the first step. And the secret is feel the fear and do it anyway. Feel the fear and do it anyway. There was a time where I would never have shared that story of what happened to me this week, because that would have been so shameful to talk about how the things that were going on in my mind. And now I recognize that the more I share not only the good things that are going on, but the struggles that I'm having and how I've overcome them is how I make a difference, not only in my life, but in someone else's. So we have barriers, we put up barriers, and are you short-circuiting your life by choosing a path that's most comfortable? And sometimes that's okay. But how long are you going to do that for? We've had a few deaths in the community over the last little while, and so it always has me thinking about Do I have any regrets right now? Even if I might live another 30 years, do I have any regrets right now? And what are they? And what am I willing to do about them right now? So let's look at the 3 levels of fear. Level 1 fear is external things. So it can be passive, like dying, or being alone, or even rape. They're outside of us that are happening to us. Or they're active, like public speaking, asking your boss for a raise, approaching a potential mate. We feel uncomfortable and we try to avoid it. And a level 2 fear, it's the fear of the internal feeling that you get imagining failing. Now, I don't know if you thought about that as a fear, but think about imagining failing at something that you're trying and what that feels like. And often we go to that instantaneously if it's something that we haven't wanted to do, right? We imagine the worst. And yet if you really talk to yourself at that point, is that really the worst that would happen? And it can feel helpless. This disapproval, maybe it's rejection by friends or family, or being cheated on by a partner. You know, imagining what that might be like. And the thing is that I think we've all been rejected by friends or family at some point. Been cheated on by a partner, maybe not a married one, but, you know, a boyfriend, girlfriend, even a friend. We've been disapproved of in being who we are, and yet look at somebody next to you and say, hey, like, we survived. We did it. You know, we have something within us that is more resilient than all of that outside of us. And the level 3 fear, Susan, the writer of Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway, calls it the real fear. The fear is that I can't handle it, or what happens if I don't succeed. So, you know, if I have a fear of really getting myself to the ideal weight for some reason, if I have a fear around that, then is it because I can't handle who I will be when I'm that way? Or what happens if I don't succeed? If I tell everybody I went on a diet and then next week they see me eating a donut, how am I going to feel? You know, that could hold me back from even starting.
What if they didn't realize the donut was part of the diet?
Yes, that's right. Someone just said, what if they didn't realize that the donut was part of the diet? I like that way of thinking. Well, and you know, that's that whole idea of how can you approach everything and not take away some of the pleasures that you have, and know that you can get up, brush yourself off, and start again. I mean, I think our own worst enemy is ourselves and how we beat ourselves up. And then if somebody beats us up too, it's because we let them. And say, you know, thanks for sharing, but there's the door. I can do that to myself. And what happens if is another thing that you can tend to say to yourself if you're afraid of doing something. And it's really at the core of every fear, but most people never get to it because they shut down in level 1 or 2. So think about that. Like maybe you never even got to the what if I fail stage. And if you didn't, what if you tried it out? What if is the underlying fear of everything. What happens if? You know, like a new partner, what if they just, when they find out that I fart every time I bend over or something, what if they don't love me anymore? You know, whatever it might be. And those are real fears. And I remember meeting a woman who at 80 met this man through online. And she said he was so over anything being an issue that the first time they slept together, when they woke up in the morning, he says, I usually fart in the morning, so why don't we have a farting contest before we get up?
And, you know, that's reframing and re-educating the whole situation. Like, what can you do to face it head on? If you turn it around and ask yourself, what do I have to fear if I can handle anything? What do you have to fear if you can handle anything? Nothing. Nothing. To diminish fear, you have to develop trust in your own capabilities and your own spiritual power. Because no one else is going to do it for you. You have to trust that that part of you that wants to feel better, that wants to feel good, that doesn't want to feel afraid, that feeling is coming from that part of you that already knows that that isn't a real thing. You don't have to live there. So level 1 fears translate to, I can't handle illness. I can't handle making a mistake. I can't handle losing my job. I can't handle getting old. I can't handle being alone. I can't handle making a fool out of myself. I can't handle not getting the job. I can't handle losing him or her. I can't handle losing my money, etc. I remember for a long time I used to say that I'm not afraid of dying as long as it doesn't hurt when it happens. And then for many years through my life, I had lots of pain every day. And then I started to think, well, what am I afraid of then? Because it can't be any worse than what I'm feeling right now. So I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. And so far, everything I've overcome, I can handle it. I've handled it. I'm here. And everything you've overcome, you've handled it. You're here. You can do it. So say, I'll handle it. Let's say it together. I'll handle it. And I'll handle it diminishes the fear over time. So if something comes up, just say, you know, I may not have done it exactly this way, but I'll handle it. Because there's something in me that knows how to do it, or else I wouldn't be facing it. The truth is, if you knew you could handle anything that came your way, what could you possibly be afraid of? You can handle all your fears without having to control anything in the outside world. And yet that's the first place we go, isn't it? Because somehow if I handle everything outside, it'll be okay with me. But you don't have to do that. You don't have to do any of that. You just have to go within and say, I can handle it. I don't need anybody's help. But you can also say, thank you for the help. You no longer need to control what your mate does, what's happening in the world, what your friends do, what your children do, or even what your boss does, when you know that no matter what, you can handle it. So if you feel like you've been trying to control a friend or a partner or somebody in your life, let it go. They can handle it, so can you. You don't have to control what happens at an appointment, or what happens at your job, or what happens in the world, or what happens to your money, or what happens in the stock market, because you can't control those things. Some of them to some degree. But if you trust that you're always going to be looked after, that there is a part of you that is always, always supporting you, loving you, guiding you in the most comfortable way, look for the comfortable ways. They might be a little but they're going to be so much better than staying still and just being in the fear. So all you have to do to diminish your fear is to develop more trust in the ability that you can handle whatever comes your way. So you will never break the fear barrier until you're aware of your faulty thinking. And this is from Susan. You simply do not see what is obvious to those who are out there doing it. Because there's things that you're afraid of. There are all kinds of people that are doing it and accomplishing stuff. And it's because they don't care, or they know that they'll survive. They know they can handle it. So can you. Begin to do the things that frighten you or feel uncomfortable. That's where you have to start. And maybe it's some little thing. And you'll start to get this self-confidence that comes from the satisfaction of saying, I did it, I tried it. It will not always be totally comfortable. I mean, I can't promise you that. In fact, it can be very uncomfortable because there is something so freeing about being naked, but being naked can be very uncomfortable. And it's the same kind of thing. If you haven't done it, it feels weird. And it feels better to be in that place that's predictable, but that's so tight and restricting. And you don't know how much better it can be until you try it. Would you agree? So the 5 truths of fear. The fear will never go away as long as you continue to grow. So if you're on this path of growing, you're always going to have a certain amount of uncomfortability and fear. Everyone feels fear and everyone tries to hide it, so it's easy to think that others don't feel fear. As long as you continue to push out in the world, as long as you continue to stretch your capabilities, as long as you continue to take new risks, making your dreams come true, you're going to experience fear. That's okay. That's just saying you're busting out of that tight eggshell that you're birthing into something new. And this revelation is not exactly one you wanted to hear, right? I mean, you were probably hoping I could tell you how not to be uncomfortable. Sorry. You thought these words of wisdom would miraculously make your fears go away? I would love to say that I can do that, but So silver lining, consider it a relief that you no longer have to work so hard to get rid of fear. That's a silver lining, kind of a weird one, but it is. As you build your confidence in yourself, you're going to have a change in that relationship with fear. You're going to notice it and you're going to say, oh, hi. Truth number 2, the only way to get rid of the fear of doing something is to go out and do it. Truth number 3, the only way to feel better about yourself is to go out and do it. Truth number 4, not only am I going to experience fear whenever I'm on unfamiliar territory, but so is everybody else. You're not alone. And you could share it and they can tell you their stories. So as you begin, one more very important fear truth. Have you been asking yourself, why should I put myself through all this discomfort that comes with taking risks? Why don't I just go on living like I've been living? Truth number 4, you will feel fear in unfamiliar territory, and so does everybody else. Facing the fear will expand your comfort zone and add the new territory to your old comfort zone. Because truth number 5, pushing through fear is less frightening than living with the underlying fear that comes from feeling helpless, powerless, and vulnerable. And that's a big one. That's a horrible place to be, to feel helpless and powerless. So no matter how secure you feel in your little cocoon that you're living in, consciously or unconsciously, with fear that your worst fears will eventually come, the more helpless you feel, the more you become obsessive about possible catastrophes. Think about that. The more you try to stay within that, keeping things exactly the same, you can get really quite obsessive. Do you know of anybody who's quite obsessive about certain things? You know, they become almost conspiracy theorists about everything. And I know some that, you know, they seem perfectly logical, the conspiracy theories, but it has come from living in that tight cocoon and not letting out anything else in, not allowing any kind of new information. I don't want to be that person. I certainly don't. So pushing through fear is a less frightening option. Think about it. Living life with fear and the feeling of helplessness is way worse than pushing through it one time. And that's all it takes. Push through something one time and you can say, hey, I survived. I'm no longer that person. And if you refuse to take risks, you live with feelings more severe than if you took the risks necessary. Just you don't know it until you do it. So realize that we're all afraid of something. What level of fear is it? Is to ask yourself that. And you make it go away, how? The magic bullet? Face it. Do it. Talk about it. So would you say this with me? I choose to access the incredible power within, the power to love, the power to succeed, power to help the world in my special way. And so it is. Just do it. Don't talk about it. Just do it.
Just do it. Don't talk about it. Don't put it off. Just do it. Just say it. I'll speak my truth. I'll state my needs. Just say it. Just claim it. Act as if no, it's done. Just claim it. Just breathe. Breathe in faith. Breathe out fear. Just breathe. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Come on, do it. Just do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna give myself a gentle push. I'm gonna start today. Just do it. Don't talk about it. Don't put it off. Just do it. Just trust. Trust myself. Trust my heart, just trust. Love, I'm gonna give love. I'm gonna show love, just love. Faith, I have faith. All is well, I have faith. Just do it, just do it, just do it. Come on, do it, just do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna give myself a gentle push. I'm gonna start today. Hey, yeah. Every time I criticize and focus on my thoughts, don't realize that I am worthy and capable, and I deserve to have it all. So now's my time to rise and shine, go forward my dreams that are in my mind. Take one small step down, be afraid, with faith and love, I've got it made. Stupid. Oh, close. Just do it. Don't talk about it. Don't put it off, just do it, just do it. Whatever I want, I'll start today. Just do it, sing it. Just do it, just do it, just do it. Come on, do it. Just do it, we're gonna do it. I'm gonna give myself a gentle push. I'm gonna start today. Just do it. It's done.
What's your takeaway today? I think that sums it up totally. Just do it. Anyone else? So I have 3. When things are articulated, then, in my mind at least, it begins to make sense. Like being in fear is being in a state of helpless powerlessness and vulnerability, which is not a good place to be. And I like that I have a solution to go to. So I like that I can go to trust, and I'm right in the middle of this right now. Trust that I will always be looked after. And when I'm looked after, my Creator, it's always a high vibration. I'm always in a good place, or great things happen. And I've thought of this in many aspects of my life. What I'm afraid of doing, someone is already doing it. There were times when I was young and there were things that I wanted to do and I was told, that's impossible. And then I would travel to another country and see the person doing the very thing I wanted to do. I'm thinking, how is it impossible where I live, but it's not impossible where they are? So I've that with me in life. And sometimes when I think about things, like, I don't know, I go, is somebody doing this right now? So those are my takeaways for today. And I have one announcement before we continue. The care team is going to be headed up by Laura. And what the care team is, if there's someone within the community who has a need, you might have a need not only for prayer, but a need for companionship, or there's someone who's ill and you want to make us know about it, that would be the job of the care team. Next week we will have cards out that you can use to write what you want to notify us about. And the idea is for us to keep in touch, especially with people who are not here with us, and also for those who may have needs that just looking at someone thinking they have it all together, they may not. So if you can reach out via the care team, that will be wonderful. So now let's turn our attention to our conscious giving. For every gift that we receive, we are grateful. As you share with us your love offerings, you can do so via here in the sanctuary by using an envelope or using e-transfer to the email admin@unityspiritualcenter.com. And these offerings help us to keep our church open, keep this webcast going. So everything is used for the furtherance of the work here at the church. So let's say together our affirmation. Divine love that I am blesses all I give and all I receive.
This is a new song that I really like, and it's by Janice Stansfield, who also wrote If I Were Brave. So this is... We cannot change the world we see till change begins in you and me. We change the world around us when the change begins within. Let the change begin. Let the change begin. Let the change begin within. We cannot change the world we see till change begins in you and me. We change the world around us when the change begins within. So let the change begin. Let the change begin. Let the change begin within. Let the change begin. Let the change begin. Let the the change begin. Let the change begin within. Patiently, courageously, be the change you wish to see. Let the change begin. Let the change begin. Let the change begin within. Let the change begin. Let the change begin. Let the change begin. Let the change. Let the change begin. Let the change begin within. Let the change begin. Let the change begin. Let the change begin. Let the change. Let the change begin. Let the change begin within. Let the change. Let the change begin. Let the change begin. Let the change begin. Let the change. Let the change begin. Let the change begin within. Let the change begin. Let the change begin. Let the change begin. Let the change begin. Let the change begin within.
What a great new song. Really nice. So know that we're here to pray with you. So if you're having something that is uncomfortable or you're struggling with, know that I can certainly hold the truth of who you are and the power that you have within you in prayer. So place your prayer requests either via email to prayer@unityspiritualcenter.com or here in the prayer box. And why don't we pray together the prayer of protection? The light of God surrounds you. I am the light. The love of God enfolds you. I am the love. The power of God protects you. I am the power. The presence of God watches over you. I am the presence. Wherever you are, God is. Wherever I am, God is. And all is well.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that is meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. And if you are interested in being part of the care team that goes out to visit or does home visits or does phone calls, please speak to Laura here or send us an email to admin@unityspiritualcenter.com, knowing that you don't have to be in person. You can even do it on the phone. And we'll tell you more as the weeks progress. Because, you know, if any of us is at home, sometimes it's just not possible to reach someone to say, hey, like, I want someone to connect with me. So let's become even more of a loving community by doing that. And know that I love you. I love you in more ways than you can imagine. And next week is potluck, and I love potluck too. So bring something tasty if you're coming, and have a great week. Bye for now.